What's going on, everyone? In today's video, we're breaking down a wild story involving a man in a rental car and a series of poor decisions that led up to serious, consequences, right? But if you ever wondered what happens when you don't, pay for a rental car that you are renting, this case will always give you the answers. Let's dive in.
I need you to step out of the vehicle, sir. Can you step out?
You want me to do what?
I need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
For what?
I need you to step out of the vehicle, sir. Can I talk to you for a second? I can't hear you. Can you roll down the window, sir?
So that was crazy, right? The cop kept on having to knock at the guy's window, and he wouldn't even roll down his window barely to talk to the cop. But here's the thing that maybe he don't understand, and maybe other people in his situation do not understand, right? Most contracts require specific return dates and payments for extensions. And failure to return, a rental car within a set time can escalate to grand theft auto, even if the renter initially, if they had permission already. You get what I'm saying? And some people think if they borrow a rental longer, it's no big deal, but legally it can be seen it could be seen as theft.
We need to talk to you. Can you please step out of the vehicle?
The rental car called us about the rental car. You gotta get out and talk to us.
Okay, just don't put your hands on top of me.
All right, just step out.
I'm gonna step out. Do not put your hands on top of me. All right? I'm tired of you guys' lies here. You guys have been lying way too much. All right, you have your cameras on?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to speak to your cameras. Do not touch me.
Okay.
All right, let me speak to your cameras straight
You
up
want
and
to
down.
tell us your side of the story?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the side of the story. So
Okay.
before you even don't touch me.
Listen to it. That's fine.
Okay, just don't touch me.
Okay.
So he's trying to act like he's in the right, and he might be. This we don't know just yet, right? This is just the start of the video, right? But here's the thing: it sounds to me like the car place has been trying to, get in touch with him by calling him. They probably sent him emails or whatever it is that they do. You get what I'm saying? They probably sent them. They probably called him. They probably sent them letters and legal notices and all those type of things. And when a company, starts sending you certified mail and trying to call you up about where's the rental car at, if you ain't bringing it back by a certain time, it's a sign you're about to have serious legal trouble. You get what I'm saying? And if you ever fall behind on a rental car agreement, and you didn't bring it back before, you didn't bring it back before you were supposed to, if you late with bringing it back, right? Your best move is to contact the company immediately, because ignoring them is only going to make the situation a whole lot worse.
Because I've
And they said
been.
they've been trying to call you too.
No, my man, the phone. They just changed this phone. All right, the reality
So
of
you don't have the same number as when you rented the
No,
car.
I've had the same number the whole time, okay? I have the same number the whole time. What I want for you guys to understand is this, all right? These guys have been running a scam the whole time. I've been inside, right next to where the Paradise Bonds is.
How many times has he paid since you rented in January?
He only paid the one time.
The initial rental fee, and that's it.
He was gonna extend it, and then after the 12th, he didn't had to pay. You haven't paid anything.
And the guy starts talking about how he was being scammed by the rental car company, right? But here's the thing, scams don't usually involve you holding on to a car for months without making a payment for that car. You get what I'm trying to say? Like just because you misunderstood the way the contract was with you bringing the car back and all that, what the contract says that you could and can't do and stuff, it doesn't make you exempt from legal responsibility. You get what I'm saying? And the rental car company, they had all the documentation, showing that, he failed to pay on the car and things like that. It probably happened like that, something like that the cops had seen, right? That they sent him maybe, you get what I'm saying?
Since the 12th of January.
All I'm saying is take me to the man over there, or you want to drive the vehicle over there, whatever you guys want to do, and I can go in the back of your squad car over there. Whatever it takes. I'm not getting no handcuffs put on top of me. I don't want to listen.
Listen, if we put you in the car for our safety, you're going to be in handcuffs.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to be in handcuffs. I'm not going to let you people touch me no more. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight with nobody.
Something about this footage that we just seen right there? It's a great example of how law enforcement tried to de-escalate the situation, by being calm and giving the guy, every chance to explain himself. But unfortunately, his refusal, to listen and to cooperate it's making things a whole lot worse, right? From what we're seeing right here, right? He's just not. He don't want to hear it. You know, he keeps saying the same thing to him that you're not gonna do nothing, you know, and stuff like that. But you know, failure to cooperate during during like any kind of situation whenever you're dealing with law enforcement, you know, and failure to cooperate and everything often results in resisting arrest charges even without physical violence, and that's part of the reason why you shouldn't do those things, right? You should not do those things. Always remember to stay calm and be able to communicate effectively and respectfully.
Okay. All right, just put your hands on your back.
No, I'm not letting you touch.
He was charged with felony grand theft of a motor vehicle and misdemeanor resisting an officer. He was subsequently given a cash bond set at $40,000. About a month later, he pled no contest to both charges and was found guilty. His sentence was ultimately withheld, and he was given 2 years of probation with conditions. However, the following week, Andy violated his probation, leading to a warrant for his arrest, and he was soon arrested once more.
So how crazy is this? Ultimately, the guy was charged with felony grand theft auto and resisting an officer, right? Which is no little type of charges to get, right? That's not little. He later pled, but he later pled no contest. But guess what? He violated his probation almost immediately, leading to another arrest. So you gotta be kidding me. That's the reasons why you do not violate your probation, because of course if they put you on probation, the court system, it's them basically saying, here's your second chance, and violating it is a fast track back to jail. You get what I'm saying? And often with harsher consequences than the original crime. This case highlights some important issues and lessons, though. Number one, you always want to communicate well with rental companies. If you're in trouble with the rental, bringing the car back and stuff, you always want to communicate about where it's at, what you plan on doing, what's your plans. Number two, know the legal consequences of not returning a rental vehicle to a rental company. You gotta know that before you go and get a rental car, what would be the consequences if you didn't return the rental car. You gotta think about those things. You get what I'm saying? It's being mature, being an adult. Number three, always respect law enforcement when they're approaching you, or approach you. Staying calm can save you from extra charges almost every single time, as long as you stay calm with them. Like you won't have to worry about resisting arrest and none of that, because you stay calm, right? So that's the main thing, bro. Like you want to be calm and communicate effectively when dealing with law enforcement.